Hey guys, welcome to the Gods Unchained beta with the TheProfesserf. Alright, it's time for our Monday Mythic meta for the ranked weekend event that ran on August 6th, 7th, and 8th. Let's take a look at the results. Here's our top 20 players. We have first place with 23 wins, 2 off a perfect run. We have 4 players with 22 wins each. And then rounding out the rest of the top 10 and onwards, we have several players with 21 wins. Again, these are unofficial results, so it remains to be seen who gets the 10th spot once the official results are published. Let's go into more details. So in our top 20, we can see that Light was played the most, 6 players in the top 20. Death had 5 players in the top 20. Magic and War had 3 players each in the top 20. Nature had 2 spots, and Deception was able to take 1 spot in the top 20. In our top 10, Death took 1st place, 5th, and 9th. Deception was able to take 2nd place. Nature took 3rd and 8th. Magic took 4th place. War claimed 6th place. And Light was able to take 7th and 10th place. Our top god at 23 wins was Death. There was a tie between Magic, Nature, and Deception with 22 wins each. And then we have War and Light managing 21 wins. And here we have a new data graph representation. I wanted to show how often aggro, mid-range, control, and combo decks were played. We could look at the history here, but focusing on this past ranked weekend, we can see that out of the top 20, 10 players played control decks, 7 players played aggro decks, and we had 3 players that played mid-range decks. So generally, going all the way back from May, we can see that control decks remained the most popular in our top 20. We had a strong aggro representation, and mid-range has been bouncing up and down. Some weeks we didn't have any mid-range players in the top 20, and that has bounced up and down the last few weeks. Let's take a look at our top decks in detail. Our best deck at 24 wins was the Death Zoo deck with Soulburn. This deck looks to have a fast start with the Expectant Chicken and Wild Hog, followed by the Trojan Golem, and you're looking to combo that with either Untold Greed or Demonic Offering. We have some burn options for direct damage, like Ragnarok, Bombfly, Brimstone, and Dangerous Ritual. You have some card draw with Dionys and Vrock. Our best Deception deck finished with 22 wins. This one's a controlled Deception using Memory Charm as the god power. You're looking to control your opponent's board early on with cards like Switch Duelist, Mugging, Sleep Dart, Hunting Trap, Umber Arrow. And then you're looking to start controlling your opponent with Exercise, Cutthroat Insight, Elixir of the Snake, Rapture Dance, A Toast to Peace, Demogorgon. And you have a possible endgame win condition using Memory Charm to buff your opponent's creature to a very high attack power, and then using Anti-Magic Expert to gain control of the enemy creature and to attack your opponent's health directly. Our best nature deck finished with 22 wins. This one's an aggro / mid-range variant. It uses Leech Life God Power. I mentioned it's an aggro variant due to the low curve of 6 1-drops and 11 2-drops. However, it does go out quite a bit with 5 5-drops and 4 6-drops. So I'd call this a hybrid between aggro and mid-range. You have your usual strong early nature cards like Marshwalker, Underbrush Boar, Black Jaguar, Fey-Fame Blade, Canopy Barrage. You have Selena, Overgrown Rhinos. And then you have the top end cards like Avatar of Nature, Jaguar Staff, Ironclad Minotaur, and Pious Giant. Our best Magic deck finished with 22 wins. This one's a control Magic deck using Clear Mind. This one is your standard ramp Magic deck. You have the usual cards in Shadow Scryer, Star Shard Bolt, Tracking Bolt, ramp cards with Sip of Elixir, Guardian of the Gates, Mana Toad. You have removals like Ratify, Archimedes Mirror, Ostric Implosion, Cersei, and then you have your endgame with Demogorgon, Hylian Elite, Frey, and Avatar Magic. Our best war deck finished with 21 wins. This one's a control war deck using Onslaught God Power. For this deck, you're looking to control your opponent's board early with removal cards like Auric Rush, Tavern Brawler, Leviathan Hunter, Enduring Shield, Nokvi Pillager, Blade of Sticks, and Trojan Battle Mage. You have some deadly creatures to take care of your opponent's big threats like Harvest Arachne. And then you're looking to get endgame value with Herdicus, Strength in Numbers, and Hector. Our best light deck finished with 21 wins. This one's a light aggro deck using the Summon Acolyte God Power. You have your strong early gameplay with Cudgel of Atonement, Blind Martyr, Ritual Rod, Olympian Guard, Devoted Follower, and then you follow that up with Light's Levy, Master of Indulgences, Canonize, and your top end of Asterius. Taking a look at our weekend meta snapshot, we can see that the top decks remain Death, Light, and Magic, along with War. Quite a heavy representation here of Death players at 21.5%. The highest one is Nature, but has the lowest win rate of 46.4%. This is the first time we've seen another god besides Nature break the 20% popularity. Other popular decks to play are Light and War, both over 15%. And then Magic, also popular deck to play. Deception is the least represented god and also has a low win rate. Death has favorable matchups against War, Magic, and Nature. Light has favorable matchups against Death, Magic, Deception, and Nature. And War has favorable matchups against Light, Deception, and Nature. Alright, here's our top players again. Great job on your performances, and good luck on your prizes when we receive them.